Hello guys, welcome back to Civil Engineering YouTube channel. Please subscribe our channel for daily civil engineering videos. In today's lecture, we are going to cover one of the important topic that why crank bars are provided in slab or in beams. So what is the reason for providing the crank bar in the beams or slab? So I'm going to cover this topic with the help of an example so it will be more easy to understand and also easy to follow. So let's consider this is a frame structure where we see here this is a beam, horizontal member, and these are the two columns. You see here the vertical member, these are the two columns. One is here and one is here, provided to take the load from the beam. So now what happens if I apply the load on this structure? So for example, there is an uniformly distributed load acting on this frame structure. So basically the load is acting on the beam, and what will happen because of this load, the beam will try to bend. So the beam, if I draw the bending diagram or the deflection diagram of the beam, it will look somehow like this way. I may not be 100% correctly, but it will look like in this shape. So we see here that the maximum deformation of the beam will be here at the mid of the beam. Here we have the maximum deformation, and here we will have the maximum positive bending moment. So there will be two kind of movement produced in this beam. So one is the positive bending moment, and it will be maximum here at this section. So we will have maximum positive bending moment here at this section, and also we will have maximum negative bending moment at these two supports reaction. So now we know that always when there is a movement, when there is a bending moment, what we do, there is always a tension in the cross section, and for this tensile stresses or tension, what we do, we provide the reinforcement in order to take the tensile stresses. Why? Because concrete is weak in tension, so we cannot take the concrete is a tensile member or a tensile material, but we provide the reinforcement in order to take the bending moment or take the tensile stresses. So what we do here, if I remove this diagram here from this side, and we will now draw the reinforcement. So here, so now we know that here will be maximum positive moment at the mid portion, is it right here? So we will provide the reinforcement here at this mid region, and then here this region don't have any maximum or bending moment, and also this region as well. So we don't need to provide high amount of the reinforcement at those regions. So what we do, we will again provide the maximum reinforcement at the supports because we have a maximum moment, and in this case the maximum moment will be here at the top section. So we will provide here the reinforcement at the top section. So one reinforcement bar here, for example, and the reinforcement bar again here. Why? Because here we will have again tension. So if I draw the cross section of at this portion, for example, if I draw the cross section at this point AA, so it will look like this, and we will have compression at the top and bottom at tension. So for tension we provide the reinforcement. This is AA. But now if I look to this section BB, the BB will look like this way. Let me draw it here. So in BB we have tension at the top and compression at the bottom. So now at this portion we provide the reinforcement at the top. So that's why we will have reinforcement here at the top section. Now in order to avoid this reinforcement in both bottom and here, for example, we provide here and then here, what we do here, we simply, if I remove this again here, what we do in crank bar, we simply take this reinforcement at the bottom and we bend it like this way, because we don't need reinforcement at this region, and we bend it like this way. Similarly, we don't need reinforcement at this region, so we simply bend it and we bring it to the supports. So now you see here that the reinforcement working here is a tension reinforcement and also is a tension reinforcement here. So we provide the reinforcement for bending at both regions. So now we bend the reinforcement here at this region, and this is known as a crank bar, because now this bar acting is also is a reinforcement for this region, for the main tension reinforcement at the mid zone and also at the support. So this bar is known as the crank bar, where we bend the bars in the slabs or beam in order to act in both region, in mid region and also at the support region. So this is the main reason for providing the crank bars in the beams or slab. Now if I go more into the explanation, so here are some of the reasons to providing the crank bar. So some of them are to resist the negative bending moment. You see here there was a positive bending moment here. At those regions there was a positive bending moment, and here we have a negative bending moment. I draw it with a minus sign. So that's why we need to resist the negative bending moment. We provide the crank bar. So it is to resist the negative bending moment. The second one is to resist the shear force which is greater at support. This is also one of the advantage of providing the crank bar, that it is also used to increase the shear capacity of the beams or slabs, because there is a high shear force. Because if I draw this is a beam and these are the two columns, so what happens here, if I draw the shear force diagram, so it is maximum here and then it's going like this way. So we have maximum shear force here and maximum shear force here. So to resist this, we have to provide some reinforcement, and crank bar helps to resist the shear force which is greater at this support reaction. So it is also useful in increasing the shear capacity of the beam. The other one is to reduce the amount of reinforcement. Reduce the amount of steel reinforcement. So here you see that we provide the crank bar. It is going in beam section from like in this zone, and then it's bent and this is going in the upper region. So what we do here, we save some of the amount, because otherwise we have to provide the reinforcement, especially here cut out and here in this region. But what we do, we don't cut out the reinforcement, but we bend basically here in order to save some reinforcement. And also this reinforcement is also helpful in some of the increasing the capacity, overall capacity of the beams. So these are some of the reasons that why we provide the crank bar. But the main reason was to provide and it act as a reinforcement bar in both region, in positive bending moment and also in the negative bending moment. So this was the main reason which I explained it here, that we bend the reinforcement bar so it acts as a reinforcement in the mid region here, and also it acts as a reinforcement bar here at those support region. So this was the main reason. Hope you guys understand, and don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. Thank you for watching our video.